Joan Walsh went on Bill O'Reilly's program. She's written on this George Tiller topic, of course, the abortion doctor who was killed. And she is concerned that the right-wingers in the media encourage people a little too much to take matters into their own hands, including Bill O'Reilly, who over and over again mentioned that George Tiller was a baby killer and something had to be done about it. And so she had the courage to go on O'Reilly's program, and knowing that she was going to get yelled at, etc., that she was going to calmly state her opinion, and what we got was a spectacle. Okay. Now, Joan did exactly what she promised. She delivered her opinion in a very calm way. I cannot say the same of Bill O'Reilly. You're not going to be surprised to find out he flipped out.
There are a lot of things that are legal in this country that people are very upset about. There are people who think guns should be abolished. I'm not one of them, but let's just take that as an example.
We're not going to take that as an example.
Now,
we have more important things to talk about.
Would it be okay for those people to go crusade against gun dealers and put their pictures up and call them baby killers and say they have blood on their hands and picket their swords?
That's a legal
right that many people think should not be. You need to change the laws. You don't need to crusade like a vigilante against somebody performing a legal medical procedure.
Everything I reported is absolutely true. Tiller was running an abortion mill.
42 times. 24 times.
Over a period of 5 years, he was running an abortion mill. Everybody in Kansas knows it. And you don't care. You don't care.
He was running a legal facility.
You know who has blood on their hands? You. You don't care about these babies.
Bill.
It isn't ridiculous. You're the zealot.
You're a piece of work,
no, you're
friend.
the one with blood.
I don't have blood on my hands.
You're the zealot who won't even consider
anything. I work for abortion reduction.
That this man
I'm a pro-choice Catholic who believes in abortion reduction and working with young girls and giving them rights, giving them information. Don't demonize me, my friend.
Look,
don't demonize
couldn't
me,
care
my
less
friend.
about anything that he did. Anything that he did was okay with you. Anything that Tiller did was okay with you because of your far-left lunacy. Anything. Anything he did was okay with you.
Am I going to get to talk here, or will I always have to talk over you?
No. I ask you the question, you don't answer it, you want to talk about gun control.
You're asking me one question over and over and over again.
You don't believe in any protections at all, and you think Tiller is Dr. Welby.
What he did was legal. And I didn't say he's Dr. Welby, but yes, I know women who consider him a hero, Bill.
Yeah,
that is the divide in our society.
You do too. You think he's a hero.
You know what? I do.
I know. There you go.
I do consider him a hero.
Thank you.
And look, Bill, you crusaded against him. You crusaded against him. He had been shot twice
and I'm sorry about that.
His clinic had been exploded.
I'm sorry about that. But my constitutional right says I can say what I say. You say what you say. As vile as you say it, you can say it. And I would never condemn you for saying it. You are misguided.
Really?
You have blood on your hands because you portray this man as a hero when he killed late-term babies.
And you
routinely
attack people on the left. Jane Ann Garofalo, Michael Moore, who you think their rhetoric leads potentially to violence. It never has led to one act of violence. But you've already driven that crazy guy in Knoxville last year who read your writings and then went and shot up a church and shot liberals. That's already happened once, and you don't feel any responsibility at all now that it's happened a second time, Bill? Talk about blood on your hands.
I appreciate you coming on a program. I think everybody knows exactly where you're coming from.
I think she did a great job at the end there, man. She remained calm throughout, and she said, look, you encourage these people, and you see the results. And what did O'Reilly do instead? He yelled at her, and he said, you have blood on your hands. You know, he gets excited when he gets out of his chair. You notice when he does that? You know what? You know what? Okay. And then when she said, yeah, I think he provided abortions for women who were concerned about their life or their health, he's like, thank you, like, I got you. You see that? You were in favor of him. Yeah, they believe that if you need an abortion because of your health of the mother or the life of the mother, that somebody should provide it, of course. And what does O'Reilly do? He does the same thing that he did before. He says George Tiller was a baby killer, basically implying that he had it coming. And when she says, hey, look, this led to violence, he says, well, look, I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. Oh, by the way, you also have blood on your hands. Now, if something happens to you, I'll come back on TV and go, sorry about that. But you know what? You're one of these left-wing loons that had it coming. I mean, he's a really bad guy. I mean, he doesn't get that this is leading to real violence. Now, if I said something and 7 steps down the road, somebody did something crazy about it, I'd come on air and say, hell, I didn't mean that, man. That's absolutely nuts. Instead, he seems to be encouraging more of it. He's like, oh, he was a baby killer, saying it again. And saying, oh, you people agree with him. Thank you. And God knows what he's going to encourage people to do next. Look, he's got First Amendment rights. I'm asking him to be a little bit careful about it, right? But apparently he doesn't understand that concept. He certainly showed here in this interview that he didn't understand that concept. And then comically he says, I would never say anything against what you say. What are you talking about? You've called her a left-wing lunatic how many times on your program? You say things against what she said all the time. All right. So that's Bill O'Reilly for you. If you like getting yelled at and a guy who has no interest in the facts but has an interest in shoving his opinion down your throat, Bill O's your man.